With the T.I. situation, if he did that, you're a rat too. I don't spare no mother about it. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating, that means you're a rat.
Questioning you calling on the phone and talking on the phone with. Questioning doing crime with, nigga. And questioning that you got the authorization to check. You can't check, nigga.
Stop talking to me. This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name? My name King, you know it, and your mama know it.
Man, looks like King Harris ain't letting nobody play with his name, especially when people start throwing that rat label at him in reference to his pops. Word on the street is he's coming straight at Boosie for talking slick. But before we get too deep, let's spin it back for a second. Remember when Boosie sat down with Vlad TV and flat out called T.I. a rat?
With the T.I. situation, if he did that, you're a rat too. I don't spare no mother about it. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating, that means you're a rat.
He ain't sugarcoating nothing. Boosie said Tip himself admitted to cooperating with police, even claiming he pinned charges on his dead cousin. That statement had folks giving T.I. the side eye instantly. And Boosie didn't just talk, he doubled down by pulling the plug on the joint album he and T.I. had cooking up. The whole project scrapped overnight.
What if you show somebody paperwork?
And they still fuck with the rat, what you call them?
If you show somebody paperwork, and the person who questioned my paperwork still with the person who wanted the paperwork you showed, what do we do then?
T.I. wasted no time firing back, saying the story was twisted and overblown. He explained that so-called confession came from a hypothetical conversation, not from any real paperwork.
Questioning you calling on the phone and talking on the phone with. Questioning doing crime with, nigga. And questioning that you got the authorization to check. You can't check, nigga.
Then he turned it up even more, claiming he's got the actual court documents to prove he never snitched. But Tip didn't stop there. He clapped right back at Boosie, basically saying, "Who are you to call me out?" He even threw shade by hinting at Boosie's own legal situations, where people been whispering for years that he might have cut deals himself to dodge serious time. Then Boosie spun the block real quick, backtracking and admitting he might have jumped the gun on calling Tip a rat without even seeing the paperwork first. Not exactly an apology, but enough to show he knew he moved too fast with that talk. But just when folks thought it was cooling down, Boosie flipped the whole script, claiming he's got a so-called snitch tape on T.I., basically trying to brand him as certified paperwork. And he ain't stopped there. He dragged King Harris right into the fire too. Boosie called him, just like his pops, a rat, a loudmouth, and a clout chaser.
Yes, sir.
There's one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well?
It's nonsense.
All right, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
There's no safety, you gotta take
There's no safety.
take the
Okay.
clip out.
Well, I'm not gonna mess around with that too much. Let me just set this down right here. You'd step out
Get
for
out
me.
now.
Yes, sir. Place your hands behind your back for me. All right, right now you're just being detained. You want this hat to go with you?
Not home going to jail.
I'm sorry, I didn't give you the update. So they did confirm it. The warrant is valid and they do want you.
Things got even nastier when Boosie reminded everybody about King's 2024 mess, nearly crashing into a cop car with weed out in the open and a gun on his hip. To make it worse, King was already walking around with an old 2022 warrant stacked with charges, speeding, suspended license, and DUI, all waiting like a ticking time bomb until it finally blew up.
I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmama, his ass going to prison. If he goddamn keep this up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had that conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out.
Now, word on the street is King could be staring at a possible 5-year bid, a direct hit to the street life image he's been trying to sell. Some people even say I warned him way back in 2022, telling King straight up, if you don't slow down, the only classroom you'll be learning in is a jail cell.
Stop talking to me. This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name? My name King. You know it and your mama know it.
But Boosie ain't buying that concerned father act.
You know, me and his uncles. You know, we were perplexed by his necessity to go back and forth with the short order cook. I didn't understand why he felt he needed to stop what he was doing to engage someone who was at such another level of life. Now, I had to explain to him that, you know, when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you is walking in with so much freedom and luxury, and you know, people gonna posture themselves a certain way. So therefore, you're gonna have to enjoy your life. You're gonna have to remove yourself from that energy and go enjoy your life.
He swears Tip has been fueling King's reckless ways from day one. And honestly, it's not hard to believe when you think back to that wild Waffle House incident. King was only 17, clowning employees on camera, acting like nobody could touch him. Instead of checking King, T.I. defended him, saying when you're rich, you can do what you want. Even brushing off the Waffle House mess by claiming the workers were just jealous they weren't living like King. The internet exploded on him for that take. One person wrote, "Thus far, T.I. has failed at parenting this child. This is a disgrace." Another blasted him saying, T.I. raised him to believe he's better than ordinary people. If that's the kind of fatherly guidance being pushed, then how's Tip gonna flip now and claim he's been trying to discipline the boy? That's when Boosie's name started trending again, with folks throwing shots right back at him. Because truth is, Boosie might not have room to judge either. His own son, Tootie Raw, just got arrested in Atlanta on heavy charges.
Just, I believe, yesterday, his son got caught with a machine gun.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is, when his son got caught the first time, what I'm hearing, his son implemented Boosie. And what I'm hearing is, Boosie agreed to take that plea deal, to take that off of his son, because if it hit him, then his documentation of his son doing something he should have did, that's his daddy, and then Boosie possibly getting some more time. So
reports say he was caught with a Glock fitted with a switch plus other serious firearm charges after trying to run during a chase and bolting into a wooded area where weapons were recovered. That's a wild look for Boosie's household too. One commenter didn't hold back, saying, "Last time I checked, Boosie don't even have his own kids in line. How can a spade call another a spade?"
Shit, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have shit figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything, at 16 and fall in love with her. But it's be gone. How you gonna, like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, don't address him as a woman, dog. He's 12 years old. He's not up there yet. He hasn't made his final decisions yet.
Another fan added, "Boosie don't need to open his mouth on anybody's fatherhood. He's a terrible father to his own children." And to stir the pot even more, Whack 100, jumped on an interview hinting that maybe T.I. himself is tied up in something bigger, even suggesting there could be whispers about Tip snitching on his own pops. Now the drama's boiling over because fans ain't letting either side breathe. On one hand, they're clowning T.I. for defending King like he's untouchable. On the other, they're dragging Boosie for throwing stones when his own glass house is cracking wide open. People on social media calling it pure hypocrisy. Like, how can Boosie blast Tip for failed parenting when his son just caught charges that could have ended ugly? The streets saying it's starting to look like both these rap legends got skeletons they can't hide. And King ain't making it easier. Instead of laying low, he's been popping off online, flexing money, cars, and chains, talking like jail time could never touch him. But that cocky attitude only makes folks dig deeper, pulling up every reckless move he's made since he was a teen. Clips of him disrespecting waiters, flashing guns on live, and arguing with grown men are resurfacing all over again. Proof, people say, that T.I.'s son been wilding for years without facing real consequences. Meanwhile, whispers are spreading that Boosie's so-called snitch tape might not even exist. Some insiders hint he's bluffing just to keep the spotlight, while others swear he's sitting on something explosive that could flip the whole game upside down. Either way, the tension between him and Tip feels personal now. This ain't just rap beef, it's turning into a battle of reputations, fatherhood, and who's really living what they rap about. The industry watching this whole mess like it's a pay-per-view fight. Blogs, podcasts, and even OGs in the game can't stop chiming in, adding more weight to the feud. Some rappers low-key siding with Tip, saying Boosie reaching too far with the Snitch label. Others whispering that Boosie only pressed the issue cause his own name been sliding out the headlines, and stirring T.I.'s pot is the quickest way to get back trending. Either way, it's a circus, and the audience loving every second of it. At the same time, insiders keep pointing out how both camps got dirt that could drag this beef to ugly new levels. Word is there's unreleased footage of King Harris wilding in Atlanta that blogs been holding on to, just waiting for the perfect moment to drop. And Boosie, rumors say he's fighting to keep his son's legal situation out the spotlight because it looks too messy for his stand-up image. Even platforms like Vlad TV and Clubhouse fueling the fire, booking guests just to talk down on one side or the other. It's clear this ain't dying down soon, it's snowballing. For some people, it's no longer about who's right or wrong. It's about who got the stronger receipts and who can survive the backlash when the truth finally comes spilling out. So if Boosie got chaos inside his own house, why is he out here clowning King Harris like his son ain't moving the same way? This ain't just about clout. This is a feud that's been bubbling for years. Boosie taking shots at King wasn't random. It was a direct hit at T.I. The flames first sparked back when Boosie made them harsh comments about Dwayne Wade's daughter, and the internet lit him up, calling him out as transphobic. One of the loudest voices to check him back then, Tip hopped on Instagram telling Boosie straight up to mind his business and stop worrying about another man's kids. That planted the seed, and ever since, Boosie been waiting for every chance to swing back. From calling Tip a snitch in that gun case, to blasting his parenting, to clowning his family, Boosie's been pressing him non-stop. So when King slipped up and hit headlines, Boosie saw his golden opportunity to twist the knife. This stopped being about King. It became about T.Y.'s image, his legacy, his role as a father. Every slip-up King made, Waffle House fights, arrests, even messy rumors, got flipped into ammo aimed right at Tip's reputation. The internet never forgets, and Boosie knew exactly how to stir the pot. At the end of the day, King ain't even the real target here. His pops is. For Boosie, clowning King was the perfect move to humiliate T.I. For Tip, every headline about King feels like another dent in the empire he built. And for King, he's stuck in the crossfire, trying to prove himself while the internet keeps turning him into a running joke. So, Here's the real question. Is Boosie exposing the truth, or is he just obsessed with dragging T.I. down at any chance he gets? And what's next for King? Does he crumble under the pressure, or flip the script and shock everybody? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that subscribe button for Dripzine, share this with your people, and don't forget to like this video.